right, the trail we're on right now is a trail system in what's going to be called the St. Andrews Botanic Garden. And if you look around and think about all these different areas where on the other side of each side of the trail, we're going to be doing an evaluation analysis of native plants, invasive plants, and you can imagine that over the years we'll be replacing and maintaining the plants that are invasive and then putting in plants that actually are native to the area. So something like you'd see in the Wildflower Center, Lady Bird Johnson. So one of the plants I really like out here is Old Man's Beard. It's this cover plant that goes on top of the structure of other plants like this Christmas cactus that we see just behind that. And this has covered this whole area here, and what it does is provide protection and shade for birds and rodents and rabbits and other habitat, small animal habitat creatures that want to be in this area right here. We've got a lot of raptors that are always up on this oak tree up here and always surveying the area and looking for potential prey. And this is a place where the smaller rodents and rabbits and birds can find refuge. So here's an example of an outdoor gathering space, and it was done by a senior last year during her senior project, Allie Patterson. And what we needed to do was create a safe network of trails where people can get out and into the interesting parts of the park, and then create these little nooks in here, these little hidden places where people can relax, collect, gather, maybe just by themselves or with a group, a class or whatever. And we're going to have a whole series of gathering places that will be connected by this intricate trail network. And this is just a trail network in the Botanic Garden, and then we'll take you to the trail network that we have in the other parts of the park. Yeah, so we're about to enter into a grove of prairie flame sumac, and they've just started to leaf out. It's early April, and they'll get really dense, and we've got a trail that cuts right in through here, and this is a great place, a great habitat zone for all sorts of animals and birds in here. And in the fall, about October, all these green leaves turn to orange and bright red, and it's really quite something. It's the only place on the park that we have this grove of this species of plant.
Of cover, you belong in that home by and by.
All right, I'm standing in front of one of our on our new trail in front of a massive prickly pear and one of my favorite trees on the whole property. It's called Retama or Paluduro, and in about a week this is going to be filled with beautiful hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of beautiful yellow flowers, and in about a week or so we're going to have yellow flowers coming off our prickly pear. So we're right in this section that's very verdant. It's a great spot that we have a whole network of new trails to come in and experience and walk around. We'll have wildflowers all over the place. We're going to be blooming in April all over this area, and so we really hope that people will come out and enjoy these new trails. I wanted to show you this tree with the 100,000 golden balls on it. It's a huisache, and it blooms right now at the end of March, early April in Central Texas. And this particular tree is an absolute specimen. What we're looking at is just one individual specimen tree, and we couldn't have seen this probably a year ago because this was so dense and difficult to get into, and probably unsafe to walk in here in the high grass. But now we've got all these trails in here, and you can really appreciate all that we've got in here.